I know there are people out there who see the darkness in me. They say that my vibe is dark. And
Sometimes I'm weak, sometimes I'm strong. I started drinking coffee. Baby, I'm weak. Okay? I'm strong in a lot of areas of me. But when it comes to coffee, I'm just a tad bit weak. We working out. Anyway, shall we talk about this? We should. Now, if you are just now stumbling upon me, from time to time, I do talk about darkness. Darkness of the mind, darkness of the heart, darkness of the soul, just darkness in general. Why do I do that? Well, I battled it for many years. And a couple of years ago, baby, it almost took me out. It almost whooped my ass. Almost. But almost doesn't count. As Brandy, she told us, almost doesn't count. I try to encourage people because I do know that there's darkness in a lot of people. Let me just be real. Baby, I'm 38, okay? I'm fine, ain't it? I know, I know. Listen, I gotta get my life. I done got comfortable on the internet, y'all. Anyways, in my 38 years, I have yet to meet a person who don't have darkness in them. Y'all met somebody? Cause I have never met somebody who don't have darkness in them. Now, some got more than others. Some operate in it more than others. And when I say operate it, I mean some people's darkness leads them. That's just the reality of things. And here's the thing. I have become so sympathetic in a way with people's darkness when they lose that battle. 'Cause who told y'all the battle was easy? Some of us make it look easy, but it don't be easy at all. Not at all. And a lot of times when people they say they see this man's darkness or whatever, a lot of times they see their own darkness. What they say, take one to know one. Sometimes what people see is parts of them in other people. And we don't like to admit that because we don't like to admit the dark parts of us. But not me. Not me. I was actually the opposite. I was more willing to admit the darkness, like not necessarily to other people, but at least to myself, more than I was to the light of me. Like God had to put me in some places that go, girl, let me tell you something. You got more light than you do darkness, and you're allowing this darkness to believe that it is bigger than you, and it's not. It's not bigger than you. You're actually bigger than it. Problem is, your light shines so bright that you don't even see it. How many times can you see yourself, but other people see you? Your light will shine so bright that it will blind you to you, and all you left with is how you feel inside. And sometimes, well, darkness can be negative thoughts and negative feelings, all those other things. Here's the thing, the battle can be won. And when it comes to mental health, like he said, what you see, the dark vibe about him is his struggle with mental health. Who don't struggle? Who ain't never struggled? Baby, if you ain't never struggled, come to the front of the line. But make sure you tell them the whole truth and nothing but the truth too. Anyways, people struggle and the darkness is the battle within you, and it will affect your mind, your emotions, your mental health, your spiritual health. It would affect your physical health. Babe, I almost died. Okay? I was going to all kind of doctors. Didn't nobody know what was wrong with me. They knew something was wrong with me. They didn't know what was wrong with me. I was forced to make peace with death. And I'm going to tell you, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. When I made peace with death, really was the best thing that ever happened to me. But we'll save that for another day. Point is, the battle can be won. I'm just telling you. The thing is, we tend to think that we eradicate the darkness within us. A lot of us tend to cage it. That was me. Deny that part of me, put it in a box, lock it up. The thing is that these don't stay locked forever because it be some people that'll come around and start digging. Okay? Next thing you know, they done unleashed a box of chaos. It's your job to tame it. What happens is that you don't get rid of the darkness. You tame your darkness. And a lot of times, it's just different ways. You can tame it with your conscience. You can tame it with your mind. It's probably the only two ways, which is why we have helpmates. Me and my brother was just talking about this yesterday. We was talking about my dad, our dad. Now, if you've been following me, I got three parents: my mom, my dad, my father. Okay, my mom and my dad was married since I was 2, so my dad raised me, who was my stepdad. So when I say dad, that's who I'm talking about. When I say father, I'm talking about my father. Right? I be trying to have to put that out there because I would confuse y'all if I don't. Anyways, we was just talking about this yesterday, and I always said my dad was my anchor. He was my anchor. He was the one that kept me from going off the ledge. So when all that darkness will start to get strong, and because what happens is when you suppress something, it becomes angry, right? It gets, baby, the rage that lived inside of me, y'all would not believe. Y'all wouldn't believe it because I didn't express it the way a lot of people express it. The rage scared me to death. Really did. There was so much rage. The battle that I had within myself, baby, probably one for the books. But it was my dad that kept me anchored. And I think it was, and me and my brother was talking about this, because he seen it. He never talked about seeing it, but I truly believe he seen it. And it was him that helped me have self-control. And when I was just saying this to my brother, that man would gaslight me, push me, all kind of stuff, because he wanted to see me angry. And some people, why would he do that? He needed me to see that I could control myself. And I was telling my brother, I really believe, like, when it came to that, it was the love that I had for him that contained the rage. So when you're emotionally unstable, anything could set you off. Just be real. My brother was just like, yeah, girl, I remember you trying to hop out the car, girl, your seatbelt was still off. I was going through it. But it was the love. And then because of that love, like, I called my daddy one time. I'm gonna tell this story. This man called me a coon. Oh, I'm calling my daddy to let him know where to find me. I'm about to be in jail. I'm about to bust this man in the head with this sledgehammer. I feel it. I'm enraged. And because I was so used to my daddy being an anchor, I would always call him and he would talk me off the ledge. That's sometimes about being a helpmate with people. Sometimes we need people to be the anchor to reality. Listen, that ain't a good thing. Had I not had my daddy, honestly, I would have busted that man in the head with a sled. I would have never made it to that point in life to even bust that man in the head with it. I would have been gone a long time ago. Not even gonna lie to you, I would have been gone a long time ago. When I was 8th grade, I told somebody I would take their head, put it in a box, give it to their mama. I had real issues. But people didn't see the issues because I didn't always project them outwardly. We have darkness. It is our job to contain it. Because there's some things in this world that's going to piss you off. Okay? There's some things about yourself that's going to piss you off. There's things about people that's going to piss you off. There is rage all around us. Anyways, let me go. Y'all know enough.